right. Seattle Pandemonium Shutdown night 117. So they swept in and they canceled the chop. Canceled, done, cleared it out. So right now what we've got is the area is still shut down. I'm gonna try to, we got SPD out here. We had some protesters blocking Broadway, standing out there. It's mostly quiet out here. See a few people with some signs and whatnot, but I think I said a week or so ago, 2 weeks ago, there was reports that we were losing momentum, losing enthusiasm, and it seems as though they might have actually shut it down. It's actually done. Hanging out, cleared everybody out. I'm assuming they cleared everybody out. There's some more tape. Some more tape up there. Yep, part way down. SPD controlling the scene, shutting it down. And then here's all the people. See these people that were blocking Broadway. Now they're just hanging out. See, I don't know if it's just people kind of milling about, or are they actually actively... Oh no. Yeah. Is that SPD though? Yeah, I think that might be SPD actually. Not protesters. Shutting down Broadway. Posse's on Broadway. Oh my goodness. I don't know, man. Just like that? It's just like that and it's over? Is that what's happening? I don't know. Give you a little update right there. I don't know. The chop may be no more. And we'll see about, man, I don't know, man. Like, the justice for the people who were shot in the Chaz, in the chop, in the zone. Those kids that got shot. What's the deal with the city and that? And how do you even investigate that to try to find out, what they're gonna go in there and they're gonna find, evidence of, someone's gonna cop to it? I just don't know. I just don't think so. Whoever did anything illegal in there probably are gonna get away with it for the most part. That's kind of what I assume is gonna happen. Yeah, you can't really get into the chop, but what's SPD's plan? Basically, to just cordon off and keep people from going in there. I guess. I assume. Oh goodness, that's attractive. So the chop is canceled. It's no more. It seems like, I don't know, it seems like most of Twitter was mad at Mayor Durkin and Governor Inslee, and I can understand why. I too, I feel something like I feel an anger at them for allowing this to go on, and now black kids are dead. Black kids are getting killed. How did we go from Black Lives Matter to black kids getting killed in this stupid LARPing, this stupid no girls allowed, clubhouse nonsense? The leadership, guys, they didn't want to go in there and get bad optics, cracking skulls. Okay, that's basically what happened. They didn't want to look like they were going in there and roughing people up and having the videos come out of people getting pepper sprayed and all this stuff. And so instead, we just let them run amok in there, shooting off and killing people. And it just, like, I understand there's crime everywhere and we don't always freak out about it. But this was a specific instance where it was kind of like people said, here's what's going to happen. And then what they said was going to happen happened. And then we're sort of, like, people have the audacity to kind of like act surprised or something. It's like, no, you get lawlessness. People come in, they establish an order that is based on their sort of, you know, their, I was going to say fiat, that's not the right word. By like carte blanche, maybe some other maybe Latin term I don't actually know, or is that French? I don't know. Their own, they give themselves permission to basically become a new sort of police force, which is what their, you know, Chazastani National Guard is, or was, I suppose. They didn't put up too much of a fight when it came down to it. But, yeah. So ends that debacle farce thing that quickly became some kind of bizarre, I don't know, nightmarish. I mean, I saw the clip of the guy, the dad that was on Hannity tonight, just breaking down over how his son's 19 years old, killed because the city couldn't be bothered to just go in there and clean it up and take the precinct back and disperse everybody. And I understand that you're running up against constitutional rights and things with people being able to lawfully assemble, but at the point where there's murders and stuff happening inside that area, that's not a peaceful assembly, and cost people their lives to play these games. And it's just one more thing, man. I'm telling you, I've been saying it, and I know it's pessimistic, and I know we can find some silver linings somewhere, but it just feels like everything gets worse. It doesn't get better. The pandemic just gets worse. Our economy, I guess, is allegedly doing fine. I don't know how that's possible, but the pandemic just gets worse. Our city just gets worse. I just get older and probably less healthy. I mean, it is me personally, and I'll complain at you. It's like not being able to get into the field that I wanted. I'm part of the student loan bubble. I'm looking at the housing crisis and just looking at how I don't feel like I'll ever really be able to own a home, or at least not a good one in a good area anyway, you know. Just the whole thing is not just somewhat off of what I had ever hoped for, like the perfect form of everything. It's not like it's a little off of that. It's just like so radically the other direction, and no one really could have seen this whole thing coming, like the way that this has played out with George Floyd upheaval and all this stuff. But oh my God, you guys, we gotta walk back from this. We gotta try to get back to something like normal, not business as usual. I'm not sure we can do that anymore. It's just, I think we have to get back to something like lives worth living, and this has just been all so crazy. All right, well, that's enough for me for one night. So long, Chop. It was fun while it lasted, I guess. Good night.